Welcome. Everybody out there playing foosball. I believe everybody's probably out there playing football, watching football. At least I've got two in here, I think. How's everybody doing? How's your weekend going? Can everybody hear me? Can you two hear me? Let's see here. And we wait for people to drop in. Pretty sure everybody's out there doing stuff. Probably had plans, watching that foosball. Yeah, that's right. Foosball. You playing the foosball behind my back? Freaking hilarious. Okay, right on. So you can hear me. Well, BBQ Rockstar, I guess it's just me and you, man. I see there's some other people watching. You guys can chat. Just send a message. It's all good. Don't be shy. Got my Hooks shirt on. I don't know if you can see that. My Hooks rubs and spices. Dope stuff right there. Good stuff. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking at my phone. Yeah. So, yeah. Big turnout. Big turnout. Yeah, so what's going on, man? Are you doing these videos with the guitars? Is that what you were doing, BBQ Rockstar? You were talking about that yesterday. Let's see, what did I cook today? I did some chicken. And I did some corn, and I did some sweet potatoes. I love me some sweet potatoes. I just love me some sweet potatoes. So I threw some of those on the grill, along with some corn, and I did a chicken. I spatchcocked that chicken. Originally, I was thinking about just splitting it down the center and just doing two different halves, But when I spatchcocked it, I thought, I guess I better just, I felt like I should just keep it together. So I just decided to cook it whole, spatchcock. I love cooking them spatchcock like that because they cook out, entirely, like a lot more even. It's just, they just come out great. That's my go-to when I do a whole chicken like that, Do my turkeys the same way. So I did a short little video on that, and I scheduled to release that one out tomorrow. For no reason. All right, hey, 10-4, man. I appreciate that, Mr. Mike Brown. Yeah. So I was looking forward to getting you on here tonight, but it's all good, man. I understand. Mr. Tom, how's it going, my friend? Welcome. Mike, yeah, man, I appreciate that. All that helps, I guess, somehow, one way or another, right? But so yeah, that's what I did. I did a short little video on that chicken cook today. And I recently started playing with TikTok, so I've been putting a bunch of short little simple videos on TikTok, and as well as I like TikTok because it's not like a completely different app. For instance, I got to do a video for YouTube, and I got to do this video for Instagram, and then now I got to do a video for TikTok. No, TikTok, you can link it all together. I haven't linked my YouTube on it. I just started it Tuesday. But it's kind of cool because if you do a video on TikTok, you can automatically post it into your Instagram account as well, into your story, or it's kind of cool the way it is. Scotty's backyard, welcome. Yeah, we did. Wifey was asking me what the hell was so funny too, because she heard me laughing like hardcore last night, out of that room that I was in, and it was just a good time, really good time. Um, so I did some beer battered fish yesterday. I think a lot of you guys watched that video. That was also a simple cook. It's just fairly easy cook. I dropped some of these Hooks brand rubs into the batter. Man, those dude, I did that Cajun red and fresh catch. I added a little bit to the beer batter, and man, that fish came out fantastic, man. Nice and crispy, and just I think it's coming when I start actually taste testing my food on camera for you guys. Because if you guys could have heard that crunch on that fish, man, it was just like it was just like crunching down on a chicharron. A chicharron. A chicharron. Let's see. Oh man, I did a chuck roast in the crock pot. That'll drop the night. Nice, man. I like me some chuck roast in the crock pot. Deliciousness. Let's see what we got here. TikTok is an old timer friendly. Actually, it's not that bad, man. It's fairly easy. I haven't had any issues like navigating it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like it's not bad at all. And we're all here on YouTube. If you really wanted to learn how to do a TikTok, I mean, there's a few TikTok videos out there for beginners where they put it down very simple, and you can hit the ground running right after watching those videos. I didn't do that. I just kind of just navigated to. It's a lot like Instagram. It's a lot of the same features, but honestly, I think it's a little better. I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of liking it a lot. So we'll see where it goes, man. Like I said, I just started on Tuesday, and man, it seems like it's just blowing up on me. So I don't know what's going to happen with it, but we'll see. Like I said, I just started on Tuesday, but I'll get better. Just like any other software that you first start doing. The more you're on it, the better you get with it, right? The better you get on it, but yeah, man, it's pretty cool stuff. You can tag, you can add, you can have. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Yeah, some people like it or they don't. I guess you either do or you don't. Honestly, uh, I I kind of didn't like it at first, but the more I started posting stuff, like the more I got kind of familiar with it, and I started thinking, you know what? Maybe I can post this, I can post that, or maybe I should put this on my story instead of on my pane there. So eventually I kind of got used to what to put on the story and what not to. These days it's different now. It's no longer about pictures, so to speak. It's all about the small videos, short videos, reels is what they call them. But and that's why TikTok is a lot better when it comes to it, because it's easier to make them on TikTok than it is. Well, they're both equal, honestly, but I just think that it's a lot easier to do them on TikTok because there's so many more tools available to you up front on TikTok. But yeah, that beer battered fish came out pretty slamming. I liked it. I don't have any complaints on it. Um, yeah, I don't think I'd have done anything different with it. I mean, it was I was satisfied with it. We all were. I mean, as a matter of fact, like I typically don't eat leftover fish. Like it's just one of those things, right? It's like you can put a fish in the microwave the next day and eat it leftover because it's just one of those things you want to eat fresh. But I actually ate a piece of leftover fish today out of the freaking microwave. I made a sandwich out of it, man. It was pretty damn good today too. Not bad. Yeah, I can see that. I can relate to that. there must be a backstory to that. What's really going on? There's got to be a backstory to that. Sorry, guys, I'm just texting. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Mr. BBB, what's up, man? Welcome, buddy. How's everything? How's your weekend? How's that granddaughter? I know you're a fresh grandpa. Congratulations again. That's awesome. I don't want to think that far ahead. I guess, it'll happen eventually, possibly, but we'll see. Yeah. Sleeper Lance, what's going on, my friend? Hey, if you want to jump on and talk about your little embroidery project, man, I know we were texting back and forth earlier today. I've got a few questions. If you want to jump on, maybe we can chat, 10 minutes on it if you got time. I'll drop the link if anybody else wants to jump in. Okay, there he is. But yeah, not really getting into a bunch of crazy cooks lately. It's just been a lot of simple, easy stuff. Nothing like, honestly, I just see my videos just getting shorter and shorter. I originally wanted to keep them right at 10 minutes, and now it's below that. Then I wanted to keep them at 8. I feel like they're even getting shorter than that. I've got 5 minutes, 3 minutes. A lot easier. That's all I can say. Today I made pork tenderloin cutlet with a red wine reduction with olive oil, garlic, broccoli. Man, that other video you did recently with that broccoli, you put, dude, I forgot how much I like broccoli. I need to start buying that stuff some more. I like to eat my greens. Like I'm always eating vegetables with every meal. You guys have to eat your vegetables. But yeah, it's been a minute since I've had some broccoli, and I need to try that broccoli thing that you did recently. That stuff was pretty fantastic. Got Mr. the sleeper in the background. Let's bring you on. What's up, my friend Lance? How's it going?
I was just getting ready to go on my phone and leave you a message saying, what's this shit? Like somebody on or coming to the wrong door or something?
Was it going to say, wake up, Mexican?
I've been using that Mexican a lot lately. It's easier to spell.
It's a lot easier than having to put the X in it,
Right.
The S is so much easier than the X, right?
Yeah, I saw Barbecue Rockstar say hello while I was waiting downstairs. Said, hello, BBQ Rockstar. Is it Mike? What's up, Tom? Is it his name, Mike?
Actually, let's ask him. There he is, right here.
What the hell you want?
My goodness.
Back. Must be feeling good from the back surgery.
Got to be. Yeah, super good.
What's going on, fellers?
How's it going, man?
Good. How y'all are?
Hey, not
Pretty
too bad.
good.
I see you got that Coors Light.
It's my first drinking day since my surgery, so I'm partying.
I was just getting ready to say you must be off the meds or something.
No, sir, I'm not.
Uh,
No, I'm just I'm cutting my meds in half, and so I've allowed myself 2 beers today, so that'll be the last one I have. I had one earlier, and that's the second one.
it's all right.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
I cannot do a pot roast without without drinking a beer. You know, half of the beer went in the pot roast, and then I drank a beer and a half today. So
Yeah.
Huh. I don't think I've ever done that.
It's hard.
It sounds
It's
good.
hard to barbecue period without drinking a beer.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
otherwise,
Tom,
So
why
Mike-
don't you get your honky ass up here? Tom, that
So-
keto cook, get your honky ass up here, Tom. You bony leg bastard.
That shit's funny. Lance, so how long did that take you to make? And was that on a shirt?
that was on a shirt. Yeah, I've done. I've got 3 shirts. I tried 3 different things, different colors. What happened is that, and I sort of touched base with you a little bit. So I had a design. I had my whole logo, which is my avatar,
Yeah.
and I cut it up. I didn't want all that on a shirt.
Yeah, like the tree and all that.
Yeah. So I sent it off to digitizer. I still have the whole logo. I paid for that to be digitized too, but that'll go on like an apron or a hat. But on a shirt, the left chest, I just wanted, just the letters, the flaming letters. The guy really hit the flames big time, I think, in that design. The only thing I'm probably going to go back to him because the upper row of those letters, I think, need to be longer. I mean, I'm happy with it,
Yeah.
but I can see them being a little longer. I don't know if that's going to show up or not.
Yeah. Yeah, we see it. It's nice, man. It looks really good.
It looks a whole lot better in person. It looks sweet. And they say, once you washing them new embroidery and dry it, you get threads, do a little something different, tighten up and everything, and you get a little flow.
Yeah. I was gonna say you get some shrinkage going on and it tightens up. I'm sure.
Yeah, just like when you're a teenager, you went swimming in a cold ass water and you got shrinkage. So it's the same thing. But as far as your that hoodie, I mean, are you talking about a back piece on that?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about a little piece here and a back piece in the back. But that's kind of big though. Like, how long would that take, you think? That's a lot of material. I wouldn't think like you would want to embroider a big patch. You know what I mean? Maybe that's good for like the smaller stuff. But like if you wanted to do something bigger, like on the back of a hoodie, I would think that you wanted to go a different route. What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, I've got the hoops for the back of jackets. You definitely embroider the back of the jacket. You just don't want and I'm not a professional yet, but what I found out and talking to this guy that's doing the digitizing work, you just got to keep your loops tight. You got to keep your loops tight. You don't want big loops so they snag on everything. But yeah, there's no problem. Like I said, I've got the tabletop to convert the embroidery machine. I've got the hoops, everything. But that's a lot of stitches.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stitches. So that would be up to you.
And you got sagging, and you got shrinkage. You got a lot of issues going on there with that, Lance.
Yeah. So that would be, it would work, but it's not going to be a cheap stitch job.
Mm-hmm.
But I can you're probably going to have to email me that logo.
Yeah, I I have all the files that you need. I have the transparent one that you need for your thing. So I have everything you need. So I can email it to you. So if you want to on IG or just text me your email address and I can email it to you. The file that you need to,
like a PDF.
Yeah. Well, it's actually, is that what you're running? Are you running PDF files through that machine? Or
no, I get a PDF back from him, but I'm running DST.
I see. So I have the transparent file. I have the DXP file. I have everything you need. I have the file that you need to plug in to your machine to be able to it's already vectorized. Like I have a vectorized file that you can grab and put in your software and just get to pumping. I don't think you'd have to kick it out to them to do it, to vectorize, to do anything with it because it's ready. Let's see here.
Huh.
Yeah. I've got the vector. It's called a vector file. That's the one that the computer sees and translate into the computing program, the vector file.
I would have to check with him, but I still think it needs to be converted to a DST so the embroidery will recognize it.
Okay.
So the vector is fine, but that's more, again, I'm learning, Lewis, but that's more of an art file. It would still have to be converted to a DST. That's my understanding. But I could be wrong. I'm not going to be able to talk to him till Monday now. But yeah, I mean, if you could get something emailed to me, I can get a free quote. And then we'll find out if you want a back piece. I can get both. I can get the back piece and the front one.
There was another one that I was looking at, and where you can actually put in an order, and all you got to do is send them your logo, and you buy their product, but their material that they were using, it didn't really look that great. You know what I'm saying? It almost looked a little on the cheap side, and I just wanted a better quality shirt or hoodie or even a hat. You have the attachments to do the hats and stuff?
Yeah, I've got two of them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Got two of those, so I can run one and have one staged.
Yeah, I think that you're eventually going to be making a killing off that machine.
Well, my tech guy from Avance, we talked a little bit yesterday, and he's pumped me with all kinds of ideas. We talked about another order that it's coming in and or was a possibility. I don't know that it's going to happen now because I got a little bit of weak need about it. But it was hundreds of hats, and I've only got a single head unit. I can still stitch out pretty intense graphic or design rather on a hat in 20 minutes or less.
Nice.
But you talk about, and that's keeping, I can crank the speed up to 1,000 stitches. That's keeping it around 600, 650. Eliminates breaks, downtime. But that's still, you're only talking about 6 hats an hour. So you got someone that's, giving you an order for 200 and 300. So anyhow, he's trying to talk me into getting hooked up with somebody that has like an 8-head machine, and that could do the same thing, but 8 hats at a time.
8 hats at a time.
But
and the way you're doing it, the way you're running, it's just 1 hat at a time, correct?
1 hat at a time, yeah. And but I do. Well, it depends on the design. 3-4 hats an hour. So I'm happy with that. Most of the orders I'm going to get anyway are going to be a dozen at a time. The 200 and 300 hat orders are going to be, few and far between right now. Until the word gets out.
Like if I put in an order, it didn't, you or anybody else, I want to just start off with like 10 hats, maybe 10 shirts, and maybe 2 hoodies. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I have, you know, in my head at the time.
I've really shopped hats a lot. I mean, it was in the chat last week. Everybody keeps suggesting these Richardson 112s, I think it was. Man, they're pricey as hell.
Yeah, they're nice hats though. They fit real nice. I have a few. You know, they got the old school mesh in the back, that trucker style hat.
Yeah,
they fit real nice.
Yeah,
especially as people with the big head.
Yeah, I can get a one size fit all mesh back snapback. It's Richardson's competitor. Or comparison. I'm sorry, comparison to the Richardson 112 for half the cost. You know, yeah. I can buy 200 Richardson 112s and only save 2 cents per hat. It's not worth it to me. It's not worth it to me.
Yeah, hats are pretty pricey. I mean,
I'm not being self-junk. I have a few different brand hats already, and I'm happy with all of them.
Yeah, I wear hats when I'm doing yard work outside, but you know, us with the pretty hair,
right?
We really don't wear too many hats. Ain't that right, baby? You rock star.
I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
What's up, Randy?
Yeah, I see. Randy's cool, man. There's a lot of people in this chat that people are speculating that's Chud.
That's Chud.
That's Chud BBQ. But that's not Chud. He actually is Randy Shifter. I've checked out his channel. Go check out his channel. We're coming up to October Halloween time, and take a look at how he carves his pumpkins. His pumpkins.
He's supposed to be one hell of a welder. Knows everything about it. I know that's the first time I ever saw his name. That's why I learned about him, right? The welding and inspector and all that other stuff. But
yeah, he was talking about the X-ray people were showing up at the job site, and I kept trying to put out on the chat. Now that he's in my live, Randy, what does this X-ray crew do? That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, what the hell? They're going to take an X-ray of what? Something that you welded? I don't get it.
It's probably checking for penetration of the weld.
Or heat stress crack, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that. He said he's not Brad. I just run the Facebook page. I see. Mr. Snake in his boot army. Yeah. So how's everybody, man? I mean, it seems like everybody's like tired. I haven't even hit like 10 viewers. Everybody watching football, eating chicken wings, napping. What's going on?
Is that for penetration, Randy?
They X-ray the welds. I guess maybe they're searching to see if there's any air bubbles, air pockets in them, possibly. I don't know. That's just me speculating.
Don't know.
Hello. Yeah.
So how you doing anyway, Mike? I mean, so you're coming back, meds are cut in half. Are you able to walk fast at least, or still just chill and relax?
Are you talking to me, Lance?
Yeah.
My name's John. I know you asked that earlier. I failed to answer you, but my name is John.
John.
Yeah.
John.
Okay. Someone said Mike.
I'll answer to anybody. Hey, dumbass. I'll answer to any of them.
I think we're all bad with names. I'm horrible with names. I'll tell you. I don't even call my kids their first name. What's the deal with the name? It's like we don't ever call them by their name anyway.
Yeah.
Joey and Rebel. So Lance, I was
Joe Baster.
I was at the grocery store early this morning, like at 7. Hell, I was on a panel at 6:30 this morning. At 7 o'clock, I was at the grocery store getting some ingredients for my barbecue sauce for the ribs tomorrow. And I got to tell you, about halfway through my shopping experience, my back started spasming really bad. And I didn't bring my walker or my cane or anything. I had one of those little small buggies to hold on to. Dude, I got to tell you, I was there total about 30 minutes. Like 15 minutes in, I was hurting bad.
Yeah, you're probably not ready. You're probably not ready to do that, even though sometimes those meds make you feel like you can pick up your life where you left off, you know?
Yeah, that's...
all that muscle that they cut through, man, it takes a while to heal, you know?
Dude, that's the thing. So my when I took a shower last night, I have a bandage in the front and then just stitches. They're internal stitches in the back, those 2 incisions. Those are 4 inches.
I like the t-shirt, by the way, Van Halen.
Thanks, man. But so like the back incisions are 4 inches and the front incision is just 1 incision. That was 3 inches. My gauze bandage just came off last night. So it's been 5 weeks since I had my surgery. And I looked down at my incision. It looks like a little small belly button. You can't even tell that they cut me. I mean, it's almost weird. It's like there's a slight indention.
Yeah.
So, you know, something used to be there, but it doesn't look like, you know, a scalpel went in and cut me and went through my diaphragm muscle. It doesn't look like that. Just,
no. I think these days, every surgical procedure these days, they got rid of like cutting your ass wide open like this.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they'll cut a little dot and then they go in there and put these tubes and shit in there, and it's like chopsticks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forget what they call it, but gone are the days of cutting your ass this big just to get your appendix out, right? That shit's gone. Nowadays, you get like 3 little dots in a certain spot, and then they go in there and with these little robot hands, and they do their thing.
That's what I had, Lewis. That's what I had, man. I had a robot assist on the backside. But Lance, man, I'm telling you, this morning, dude, I'm a pretty tough, crusty old bastard, you know. But dude, it was. I almost had to tap out this morning and call my girlfriend and tell her to come get me because. Yeah, I didn't even finish my shopping in mass. I basically quit. I just got what I needed and I got the hell out of there because I couldn't have done much longer in there.
Yeah.
So Lewis, I think you're right, man. I think I just need to lay out. Now I am going to get out on the smoker tomorrow and do a full, St. Louis rib cook tomorrow because I told Mike and everybody I'm going to have my smoker out so they can see it's a real deal. But man, I'm not going to do any heavy lifting. I'm going to let the girl do all that, you know.
Yeah, man, it takes time, dude. It takes time. You know, the older we get, you know, the longer it takes, you know.
Yeah.
That's just the way that it is. I mean, it sucks. Rick, I'll see you, buddy.
I'm not a patient guy. I want everything because I'm willing to work for it and get it. You know, if I'm willing to put in the sweat equity, I want what I want, you know.
I see the dog. Catcha. What's up, Holton? Appreciate you jumping into my chat, man. That's
Dogfather right up there now.
Oh, my friend, the Da Vinci robot. Is that what you got? The Da Vinci robot on your backside?
I don't know if it's the Da Vinci, but it's just robot assist is what they called it.
Yeah.
I've got Da Vinci.
There you go.
It's an editing software.
It is laparoscopic, yes, Dogfather. It is laparoscopic.
Yeah, that's when they put this on. That's like my mom had to get her gallbladder taken out. They did that. They gave her 3 little holes, like 3 little tiny holes, and they went in there, put some tubes in there, and then the doctor was just like out here, just like doing his thing. I didn't watch it, but that's how they explained it. Yeah. They did the Da Vinci robot on my surgery last December. Yeah.
What surgery did you have done, brother? What part of your body?
That was out.
I don't want to speak for him, but I believe it was related to his colon. I believe they took out a section of his colon.
Oh, really?
But again, I don't want to speak for him.
Yeah.
But Rick is the man, Mr. Rickster. We had a good time last night on Mike Brown's chat. Lance, you weren't on the chat last night, were you?
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I did not. I was.
We had a really good time last night, man. It was a lot of fun.
Did you bring the blue book?
I do have the blue book. I talked to Mike Brown, and I think he's listening in. But I was gonna share some more secrets out of that blue book, but he's not able to join me on the chat tonight, so we're gonna have to. Hey man, hold on for next weekend. You're out, pal. There's no happy. But if anybody new in the chat is listening in, I had lunch over at Aaron Franklin's BBQ joint recently, and they gave me a tour of the place. And while I was there, I went to the bathroom, and I happened to stumble upon this blue book that has a lot of his recipes. And there is some gold in this thing. And we shared some last night on Mike Brown's chat. And tonight we were supposed to go over it some more and share some more. But he's not here, and I kind of promised him that we'd do it together. So yeah. So that's where we're at. But it's pretty good stuff.
I'm calling BS. I'm calling BS because they've been knocking.
Yeah, hey, that's a good question, Randy. Where is Quint? Where is Quint?
He's always on this stuff. I think he had a rib cook today.
Wasn't he putting like a half of a pig on a concha or something like that, with some ribs?
I don't know. You've been talking about him and
you're right there, Rockstar John, right there with Dogfather just typed. That's what happened to him right there. But
oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Ouch.
But in today's medicine, it's all good. If he was gonna have to go through that, in the 50s, in the 60s.
Oh yeah.
As a grown ass man. I mean, come on, dude. They gotta. It's like, oh, let's move this let's cut this kidney out and throw it to the side. We'll reattach it after we get to what we're trying to get to. You pull harder, and they stretching them wide open just to get in here and just boop, boop, take that.
Well, I will tell you that even with my surgery, I did suffer the loss of some male stuff.
Brother Keenan, welcome, my friend.
I'm just now getting the feeling on the left side of my intestines and my my big intestine, my little intestine. I'm just now getting my feeling sensation back because it was all numb.
Yeah. Wow.
5 weeks it was numb. It's pretty freaky, man, when you can't feel your intestines. You can't really go to the bathroom. It's kind of a weird deal.
That's very strange. Yeah. Very strange. You could always go to a CC's Pizza Buffet. I'm pretty sure you'll feel your intestines by the time you get home.
Listen, I've tried everything, man. Trust me.
CC's Pizza Buffet does it for me, dude. Man, people say Taco Bell hooks them up. No, dude. It's all about that CC's Buffet. I'm beelining to the bathroom by the time I get home after I eat that shit. And I can't remember the last time I ate that, but I stopped eating there when I finally figured out that. One night I was laying in bed thinking, man, why is it that every time I eat at CC's Pizza Buffet, I come home and I just got to go? That's why. Sure. That's why. So I stopped going to that joint years ago. But if anybody has issues, being constipation, stomach pains, just go hit up your local CC's Pizza Buffet. It'll hook you up. Wide open. Wide open.
So I will tell you, there's two things that I also had in the hospital that I hope nobody ever has to go through.
North Texas BBQ. Sorry, I was just catching up on the chat, John. I'm sorry. I've never had this dude on my chat either. What's going on, man? Welcome, guys. Welcome. I know you guys are out there watching your football games and everything, but I appreciate you guys just jumping in for a minute and saying hi. All right, go ahead, John. I'm sorry, bud.
So I had two things in the hospital that I would not wish on my worst enemy. One is a urethral catheter. Okay. So it basically pees for you when you're under sedation. Okay. Yeah. Because it basically goes all the way up your urethra.
Yeah.
And it goes into your bladder, and basically it pees for you. And then when they pull that thing out, You want to punch somebody. That, and I also couldn't go to the bathroom before they discharged me, so they gave me an enema. If you've never had an enema, I hope you never have to have one. It is humiliating and it is not fun.
Again, if you ever have to, I'm telling you, just get the CC's Pizza Buffet will do it. You don't have to.
Dude, I was up in the hospital eating chicken fried steaks, mashed potatoes, country boiling it up, and I should have been eating salads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was undelated. I didn't care. You know.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I got my boy Tom. Mr. Tom's in the backstage. Hang tight. Let's bring Mr. Tom in.
Yo,
I thought you were about to go to Vegas, man. What's up? I thought you were on your way to the casino.
I'm in Vegas. No, they canceled. I was supposed to meet somebody tonight to look at a couple guitar players, so they canceled it. So here I am.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Were you going to go play a gig? Is that what the plan was?
Well, no, we're looking for a couple guitar players and stuff. So they were playing at one of the places, but they canceled them. So we'll do it next time.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
You see, John, you need to fly up there on the weekends and help him out.
Yeah. It's starting to pick up pretty good with it. It's starting to do a lot of local music now, and that's what I like to support. I'd rather watch local, than go pay top dollar for a tribute band or something like that. So last night we were at Green Valley, and there's a Mexican restaurant there, and I tell you what, they had a pretty good band there last night.
Nice.
Rocked it up pretty good. So what's up, guys? How you doing?
Pretty good, Tom.
Yeah, pretty good.
What is that talking about that he made? Paella?
Paella. I made a paella. I think that's a Cuban rice that contains mariscos in it. Maybe a little baby octopus, maybe some squid. If I'm not mistaken, is that right, Alton? The paella, the Cuban rice, right?
Paella is a Spanish dish, actually, not Cuban.
Yeah.
I
think.
Hey, Keenan, how you doing?
I think that's what it is.
Good guy.
Yeah, it's rice and all kinds of shellfish.
Yeah. I've known that as the Cuban rice.
There he is. I figured he was cooking dinner, but Alton's down the bottom, or Quint's on the bottom.
Quint, how you doing?
Yeah, I don't want to. Man, knock on some wood. I don't want to experience any of that stuff, guys.
Yeah, Dogfather knows about the catheter, man.
Yeah, he's saying it right there.
Hey, John.
He's saying it.
Yeah,
John. I had bladder cancer, so I lived on a catheter. I got my treatment that way. Okay.
Oh God.
Oh. And you know what? My voice. You know what? My voice is a little bit higher from that.
Yeah, mine is too. I used to sound like Barry White, baby.
Yeah. Now I feel like hello.
Now I sound like
there's Mr. Quint.
bastard. I sound like Saul Rosenberg, you piece of shit.
Hey, Quint, were your ears ringing? We were all asking about you. We didn't see you in the chat, man.
Quint, I think he cooked ribs today. I think it was ribs he was cooking today.
I know he did those. He did those beef ribs the other day, I think, on his Conca.
Maybe that's what it was.
Quint, you could have waited till tomorrow. We could have done it together. I'm doing ribs tomorrow too.
Are you doing beef ribs?
No.
I'm
doing St. Louis, baby.
Yeah.
I went to that
bottle.
Over ice, baby. Over ice.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff. It's a little too sweet for me. It's on the sweet side.
Yeah. Put some water in
it. With that much whiskey on top of it. Then I can play with it.
I put Tabasco on that shit.
It's pretty good stuff. Tabasco?
Yeah, on the Di Serrano, yeah, man.
All right. No, I just sip it. I don't go crazy with it.
Hey, mi mexicano, güey, siempre piento, güey.
Damn. Yeah, you ain't kidding. I don't know what you just said, but man, no, I'm just kidding.
I'm Mexican.
No, that's right on.
So what's the weather like, you guys? What's the weather now in Texas and up in Maryland?
Dude, it's pretty hot and miserable and pretty shitty out here where I'm at. I think Elton will agree to that. It's just very humid and just shitty. You know, I did that chicken cook today, and I just was in and out. Just man, yeah, I gotta take a shower after all that stuff's done.
Last week it was 114 degrees. Okay. Then the next day I got up and I said to my wife, "Did you leave the air conditioner on last night?" She said, "No, I think I shut it off." I was freezing. It was 68 degrees.
That's that desert living out there.
I said, "Holy crap!" You know, go to bed with your tutu on and wake up with needing long johns in the morning. It was crazy.
Yeah,
it's nice now.
Yeah, we've since I guess Wednesday, things just start dropping. We've been low 80s, very low. I think tomorrow might hit mid, but we're dropping down. It's 76 right now. But I think we dropped down to 60 something tonight.
Where are you at, Lance?
In Maryland, St. Mary's County, Maryland.
Oh, are you by the water?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. And Lewis, what part of Texas are you in?
I'm about 15 minutes northwest of Austin, little town called Leander.
Dude, I used to live in Georgetown, brah.
Yeah. That's 10 miles away from me.
Dude, I used to play at a golf course in Leander. The fuck was it?
Crystal Falls.
Crystal Falls, tough course, man.
Yeah.
Not even fair. Not even fair.
It's beautiful down that way. I mean, it's just that place is just surrounded by $1 million homes just everywhere. I mean, it's just really nice out that way. Yeah, Crystal Falls.
I lived in Georgetown for 8 years. I loved it.
Yeah.
I
love Georgetown. Georgetown's a beautiful little town. Beautiful little town square. It's just a nice little town. Georgetown is nice, man. I like Georgetown.
It's been so long. I guess 3 years ago is when we came through Texas. But I used to live in Katy, just outside of Houston, and that's when it was still. That's when it was still rice paddies back out there.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
No. I couldn't.
Earlier, John, I mentioned earlier that it's a little town called Leander. No, dude, it's not little anymore. It's just massive. Exactly. We've got 6 high schools now in Leander. It's just insane. It's just growing big time.
Well, dude, I remember. So I worked in Round Rock, right there off 35, and Round Rock was small because Dell was the only thing there.
Is that where you were working? Was Dell off of 35?
No, I was working at Cisco Food Services.
Oh, okay.
But downtown Austin was my territory, from basically the Capitol down to the river, and then from Mopac all the way to 35. That was my territory.
Yeah. So you were driving, Class A driving truck?
No, I was a salesman.
Oh, okay, outside sales. Nice.
John knows his stuff. He knows his meats and knows his stuff. I guess we're the little gang. Hey, little sub gang, we should call it.
Oh yeah, we are. We're the three. I think John and I have the smallest channels on this whole damn thing.
We are, and I think we're tied as of today.
Hey, how you doing, Marie? I see you.
Marie, they said hello. I got the volume turned down.
Hi, Marie.
She's nice. She's nice.
I think as of right now,
she always comments on my videos. I like your wife, man. She's such a nice person.
She's very loyal. She's very dedicated.
I can see that. She's always going in and bringing you snacks and drinks, and you
makes me nervous. Makes me nervous about when she's writing these murder mysteries. You know what I mean?
I was just
that's awesome.
That's where I'm at, Buzz. Barbecue, Mechanicsville.
Mechanicsville.
I read that community post that you made earlier, Tom, about being feared for. If we need to go watch, you're sort of feared for your life type thing.
Yeah. When I go to sleep, I have one eye open. You know what I mean? Too funny.
Dogfather, you were 100% correct, brother. You will never find your ball.
I mean, Every time I went out there was no golfing. It was just a bunch of this going on. It's just a party out in the middle of nowhere.
Dude, it was rattlesnake. Dude, I'm out there in the cactus looking for my ball getting bit by rattlesnakes.
Between owning a boat and playing golf is the two most expensive things to do for a middle-aged man.
Hush.
Christy B is talking about it isn't anymore. What do you mean? What are you referring to right there? I'm sorry, I'm a little late on the chat here, Christy V. Katie's on the other side of Houston from us. Spent a little time in Leonardtown as well, but that was against my will.
Yeah.
Sounds like my wreck deck brother must have gotten in a little trouble at one point.
I'd rather be in Leonardtown than Mechanicsville, personally.
Alton says Black Hawk golf course is in Pflugerville, is in his hood. Alton, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the golf course that has that freaking gator living in it? There's an alligator out there, and I think that's the one. Is that right?
I'd have to bring a fillet knife with me to play golf out there.
Dude, I used to hang out at, I don't know, some little inside-outside bar in Pflugerville. It was the only bar. I can't remember the name of it now, but we used to hang out there a lot. Because that's the only place up north you could get liquor. You couldn't get it in Georgetown.
Yeah. What's wrong with Alton Statement? He's at work right now by the Hula Hut. Something ain't right.
At work right now by the Hula Hut. I guess Alton's at work right now. Is that right, Alton?
But the Hula Hut, that doesn't sound like work to me, but maybe.
Hula Hut's a restaurant chain. It's owned by...
I've never heard of a gator out here, bro. LOL. And the bar he may be thinking of is Uncle Gary's Bar. I did pop-ups there. Uncle Gary's Bar.
No, that wasn't the name of it.
Where is this bar?
Vallejo, the band there, one time. The lead singer was hitting on my girlfriend when I came back from the bathroom one time. I'm trying to remember the name of that place. It'll come to me in a vision.
John, you're Mexican, you're saying?
100%, güey.
Is that right?
Mi no me enteroso, güey. No.
My goodness. Are you drinking Tecate?
No, pinche loco. Me drinking cerveza, güey.
Oh, wait. You're drinking Coors Light. That's what it is.
And then it's like almost beer, but not really, man.
You think it's easy hanging out with him? Where are we going? Over there.
Man, oh my goodness.
Look at this numbskull over here.
Hey,
Hey, look at that fruitcake. He's a fruity bastard.
hey. Watch it there, sizzle chest.
Yeah, how about I come over there and punch you in the nose there, Chewy?
Don't let me come down there.
It's a super, I said. Get Brett Ware.
Brett Ware.
Short game. John has that Danny Trejo look going on there.
Nothing but love.
He's a rock star, man. And John's a rock star, bro. Hey,
I look like
John,
Danny Trejo. What?
Do you want to go ahead?
Got to be one of the ugliest people ever to act, and I look like Danny Trejo.
Dude.
Thanks.
That son of a bitch looks like he was made like somebody. Like if you give me a piece of wood, like a big block of like oak, and a machete, I could like build him, just like chopping away. Like he's got those straight lines. He's like pap pap, pap. That's an ugly looking son of a bitch, man. That guy is ugly.
Yeah, thanks, Dogfather. I appreciate you. I thought we were cool, but I don't know.
So we went from barbecuing to ugly people.
Danny Trejo, though, man, he's that's crazy. Let's see what else we got here. Nothing but love. What's up, buddy?
What's up, MBL?
Yeah.
We got Al Lunacy.
Alton, you want to jump on, man? Or are you at work, bud? You want to jump on? Hang tight. Let me grab this clipboard.
No, Dogfather, I know, brother. We're all good. We're just messing with you, babe.
Yeah. Man, we all ugly, man. Come on now.
First time I've heard you say that, Lewis.
It's the only time my mother loved me was when payday.
That's a good one, Tom.
Hey, I'm loaded with them. Lance, what's cooking, brother?
I think I'm gonna do kebabs tomorrow.
Oh, you gonna put a sausage casing around the?
Nah.
I tell
I'm
you,
gonna do kebabs tomorrow. Do something a little easy.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, Lance, that heat that's been out here has forced me to do. Yeah, look, he's pointing at the sun, and look right here, me.
I meant to talk about to Lance.
Yeah.
His name, his barbecue channel is named right. Sleeper Barbecue. He come up out of that barbecue challenge. I tell you what, that cracked me up.
Yeah. You know, that heat, man, has pretty much forced me to do short, simple cooks, man, because, you know, here pretty soon it's going to start cooling off and, you know, you can spend more time out there. But right now, I like being inside the house.
Yeah, it's nasty humid. It's not as hot as it's been. Last week, Lewis, I think we had a couple days where we didn't even hit 88. But it was like 80% humidity too, you know?
Well, that's not like Tom's talking. Tom's talking like he's hitting 113. But picture 113 in Texas. Oh my goodness, man. Could you? It's because the humidity. It's like, you know, like 113 in the desert. That's like direct sunlight, heat, hot, you know? But man, It's just like this central Texas crap that I live in. It's horrible.
Lewis, try
jalapeno hot. We talking about ghost pepper hot shit.
Mm-hmm. Lewis, try Florida, living right on the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I mean, it was horrible. It was the worst place I've lived in, and I lived in a lot of different places, but that was the worst. That was the worst.
Lance, what were you saying, Lance? You were saying something about tomorrow.
We
appreciate that, Mr. Randy.
We had the house opened up because it was supposed to cool off. We've been doing it a few nights. We'll do it again tonight. But it was so cold in the house this morning, back in the bedroom, in the bathroom, when I took a shower, I was cold when I came out of that. That's how cool it got in the house. It probably got 60-something inside the house. Wow. Like I said, they're going for 60 tonight. So... But 80 something tomorrow. But our humidity's been gone for over a week.
Looks like
get a lot of rain.
Yeah, he's lucky. He's getting a bunch of rain.
I don't even know what rain means. I don't even know what rain means out here. You know, they tell you, watch, a storm's coming. Okay. I think since I've been here going on 3 years, I guess it probably rained 6 times that I can count.
What?
Yeah, we have nothing.
Tom, that reminds me. Like, it's like your neighborhood? You guys don't have any like lawns. You guys have a bunch of like river rock instead, right?
Yeah,
like river rocks.
You know what they're doing, Lewis? They just passed a mandatory law that all complexes, in other words, like if you live in a gated community, you know, with a what do they call it, HOA and stuff like that, they're making them take out all the grass.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, putting in artificial turf.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, out in Lake Mead, it's shrinking so bad.
Yeah, that's all over the news.
They're finding bodies.
That's what I was gonna say. They're finding all these bodies like every other day.
Yeah,
more than what they're saying on the news.
See boats sticking up out of the mud like this.
I saw that. Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's pretty creepy, and it's still going down too, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm hoping we have a pretty good winter because a lot of snow up north of us, but it's getting bad. It's getting to the point where it's starting to affect. I know they're talking about shutting down, like MGM has the water and stuff like that.
Yeah,
shutting down that water. You know, all that water stuff there.
Like that sprinkler park that they have there.
Yeah, they have.
I mean, water. It's just recycled. It's just recycled. So why would they shut it down?
Because they're having a hard time. It's evaporating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's more evaporation.
Because it's so freaking hot that it evaporates, and then they have to backfill it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
They have to backfill it.
In fact, where I live right now, they got the landscapers here today. They're cutting down a lot of the trees. They're taking out a lot of the shrubs, and they're taking up the sprinkler systems. So right outside my house, there was a cherry tree. So the guy cut the cherry tree down. It was half dead. And I told him, give me some of them pieces, please. Give me a couple branches. I got a couple nice things, so I'll cut them up and use that for smoke. Next year I'll do it. Dry them up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Then there'll be a burn ban.
Yeah. It will be.
We live under a burn ban where I live.
All right. I can't believe that. 6 rains in 3 years.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm all good when it comes to a burn ban because, like, my parents and my siblings, they live out in the country, and when people are out there burning stuff, it's like, dude, what the hell are these people burning? Burning diapers and all kinds of trash, and it's like, no, dude, it's so toxic. It's like, so I'm okay when there's a burn ban. You know
what's funny? What got me was, from being from the East Coast and stuff, and you hear about the California fires, and you hear about all this, people evacuating and everything like that. Well, living here now, last year, summertime, you couldn't breathe outside. That's how bad the smoke was.
Damn.
That far away from the California fires. Okay. Now I have a friend of mine who lives out there, and he just had to evacuate his house because of fire down south. So Keenan, if he's still here, he should know all about that. I never seen anything like it in my life. They just burning, everything's burning.
In the smoke with Keenan.
Yeah.
Keenan, you still in here, bud?
I know. I think he's down by
Mr. Luna, you can jump on anytime you want, my friend. A whole lot of cold cases are about to get figured out in Lake Mead. Possibly.
Right away, they got to make it mob related, okay?
Body found. Yeah, like old school. Yeah,
a body found, and the whole bit. Some guy fell off a boat drunk and drowned. That was it.
There's bodies everywhere, man. Go behind the Walmart, you'll find a body.
Yep.
Keenan's still in there.
Brandy's I'd love to hear Trumpet play something with Tom banging out a drum solo. That's a collaboration. Hey, we really do have a band right here because we've got John right here. He can slay it on the guitar too. I don't know if the trumpet goes that well with an electric guitar though.
Hey, look at Chicago. Look at Chicago.
No, I can make it sound acoustic, Lewis. It's not a problem. I can make it sound acoustic.
Yeah, acoustic's dope, man. Hey, did you guys check out that channel I was talking about last night? Acousticin'?
I did. I went to bed when I got done with you knuckleheads.
Acousticin'? Man, I love it. You never see his face. and it's just, he's just strumming his acoustic guitar, and he's just got crazy mad skills, man. Crazy mad skills.
Does he look like Denny Trejo?
I don't know what he looks like. You just see his hands, just kind of like on my videos. That's all you see is his hands. You know what I mean? But he's strumming on his guitar.
Don't worry. Don't worry. My BMW is about to come.
We used to burn trash too. We had no problem with it.
Take Lance, take over real quick. I will come right back, my friend.
Take over. You're banned. You're banned. You're banned. You're banned. You're banned.
Not here.
That's what I do. Okay, thanks for coming. Stop by. See you next time.
We'll see you next week.
Next time. Thank you very much.
That'll be $5 each if you want to come up on screen.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that piss him off to come back and have no chat?
Nobody there.
Everybody's gone, just a blank screen.
That'd be funny as hell. Change his name to Trombone Man or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trombone 666.
Yeah. That's funny stuff.
Fruity Flutie 666.
I say, yep, here we are. The Under G gang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lance, are you still holding strong?
I'm sorry?
Are your numbers still holding strong?
Actually, they weren't for a while. Then they started going up, and I'm stuck at like 508, which I'm grateful for because I was going up to 504. Then I dropped back to 500. then I go up to 504, and they drop back to 500. So
I'm doing the same. I'm like 140 something away from the 1,000, and you think I can get past? You know, I mean, it just goes up 5, down 6.
I'm starting to put 2 videos out a week now, but I just got to Skin Flute 666. I still got to figure the game out. To be honest with you, I'm not 100% with it. You know, as far as like when's the best time to post, and I don't want to get into. I mean, I want to make money eventually, but I don't want to. I mean, that's just too much to me.
It is.
I'm gonna put it out when I want to put it out.
Yep.
I
try not to hit a busy football day right now. Is the only thing I'm really focusing on. You know, but otherwise, go ahead.
I do 3 a week, and I put them out 9 o'clock in the morning, and whatever happens from there happens. And it seems to me like the longer the video, I spend most of my time cutting stuff out of the video, so it looks like I'm not really, you know, what am I cooking? You know, 1, 2, 3, it's right there.
Right.
So
now that I've sort of seen had more time to watch videos, I guess I'm probably officially retired for about a week now, but we'll see how long that holds. I'm hoping everything will be fine. It was 2 years premature, so I think everything's going to be fine, but I'm watching more YouTube videos, and I'm seeing how other people are editing and things that they're doing, and I'm like, man, you know, I just got so much catching up to do with the quality of things. But I see Keenan talking about those poblanos. I got another one coming out in the morning, Keenan, and then another one after that yet with poblanos. I found poblanos probably 2 weeks ago, and 3 weeks ago, I can't get enough of them. I love them.
Yeah, that's, you see the dog father. I mean, he knows. I mean, it's really hard. I mean, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I have a couple that they have put ads to it from YouTube. Okay, and they're taking off. So one I have, it's 3 minutes. It's a 3-minute video, and it's almost 400 likes on it. It's 3 months old or 2 months old.
Right.
Another one is 8 months old, and I just cranked 8,400 yesterday.
Right.
Okay, so it's that one's still going. So I mean, you can't tell. I mean, I have one. I put up one short. Now people talk about shorts. You shouldn't put them up, this and that. I don't know. I got one that's got 163,000 on it, and it's almost, that's, to me, it was like a joke. But so you don't really know. I mean, you got to be consistent. That's why I just stay with putting 3 a week up. You know?
Yeah. Out, and I see what you're saying. And I had 3 videos after that one posted at the same time, and I went back and changed. The 3 of them. One's tomorrow morning, and one will be for next Wednesday morning, I think it is. But I get it. You know, there is a right time. There is such thing as a right time, wrong time. But I was thinking that I was going to catch, you know, some of them West Coast people, you know, at 9 o'clock in the morning or something, or 9 o'clock in the evening, rather.
All right, guys, sorry about that. I'm back.
Hey, Trombone 666, welcome back.
Oh, whoa.
Hey, Lance had the floor.
Yeah, go ahead, Lance.
No, that's all right. I was just
on the chat.
was questioning why I posted at midnight, East Coast. I was thinking I could catch some of the West Coast people that might carry me over a little bit into the wee hours of East Coast morning. But I did go back and change the 3 videos after that. It was just on my page, for whatever reason, if I go down to the analytics and then go to research, you know how you can scroll down and it gives you the best time to mine doesn't show up. All it says is that YouTube hasn't provided enough information to give us that data.
Me too.
It's been like that for as long as I can remember.
That's what mine says.
Mine shows 7 days a week, all different times. It shows. up and down, up and down. So it doesn't give me any great. The other day when I went to post one, it said best time to post was between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. Well, I'm on the West Coast, so I'm in Vegas. So what's the best time? You know what I mean? So I'm just like Keenan just said, I'm sticking to my West Coast time. That's when I'm going to post it up. It goes up, and go from there with it. So
I did this as a hobby to start with, and now that I'm getting more into it, put a few videos out, kind of share my craft with people if they get it or not. And now it's turned into this job, right? Where now you got to get in people's lives and you get to know who's who and who are the good people, who the shit birds or whatever, and now it's like this whole thing. I mean, it's an 8-hour job a day, It
really is. It really is. I mean, especially when you stack in cooks, you get 2-3 cooks a week. One lingers into the other one, or you didn't get it, didn't get everything edited, which is going to linger into the next day, and so.
and then making mistakes, mistakes. I shot a whole video, Lance, in slow motion.
Is that right?
Well, that was cut his thumb off, though. See?
Yeah, that was an accident, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, it took me almost a week to catch up with the slow motion. And the funny part about it was I couldn't shoot it again because it was with seafood and we ate it before I looked at the video.
Hey, Lance, I play guitar. This guy over here plays the mandolin.
Yeah, the hard way.
Yeah. I remember that one.
There's another good guy in here right now, the bearded Italian.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the bearded Italian. Yeah. He shows me mad love, man. I appreciate your comments there, bearded Italian. Every time he watches one of my videos, he's always putting in pretty positive comments and my stuff. Well, all you guys are, but it's nice to have you here on the chat, my friend.
I didn't know how to put that comment. I know when I was watching that video of you doing the fish.
Oh no, I know you.
I swear, I was sitting there and I was looking at this mess on the table. I told myself, I said, I know damn well this is eating at him.
When I put the video together, I was like, maybe I should edit that whole hot mess out. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to leave it in there. Because what happened was I poured the beer in there. It was 2 packs, right? I probably should have just dumped one in the bowl and then half of that one beer. And then just, use that little mixer thing. But I did both packs at one time. And I poured the entire beer in there, right? Slowly. And I started trying to use that mixture, but it became like concrete. And I'm like, I'm sitting there trying to kind of just jacked up. And I'm just like this,
They were shit all over the table. I said, this is killing him right now.
I ended up putting a freaking glove on and just mixing it with my hand, man.
my wife says to me, why don't you do a blooper video?
Dude, I need to do that because I've got so many.
I said, they'll throw me off YouTube. I won't be allowed on YouTube again.
Man, on top of that, it was like, if you notice the very next shot, like the very next scene, it's me dipping a piece of fish into the batter, right? But the table's all clean. You know what I mean? Because what I ended up doing was wiping all that crap down, got it out the way. And yeah, it's a lot of fun, bunch of silliness.
When I first started doing this, my grandson, he was doing the camera work for me, okay? What was he, 12, 13 years old. So I got done cooking something, and he said, Pop, did you ever make something that tasted not good? I said, yeah, this shit I just made. It don't taste good at all. I'm not used to, with the keto stuff and everything, low carb at the time.
Yeah. But
we laughed our asses off because he said, we should show that, Pop. We should put that. I said, I won't get no views. Nobody wanted it. What the hell?
Yeah.
Laugh like hell.
Yeah.
That's Alton saying he recently posted a video when I wanted to post it. Okay, I recently posted a video when I wanted to post it and hit. And it hasn't even got the 2,000 views. Next video, I went back doing it. I should have, and it. I guess it's 16,000 views. Yeah. It does matter. Yeah. So
you were out of the conversation. You were out of the loop at that point.
Okay.
I had made a statement that I really don't know when to properly post a video, and then it gets too difficult, and I just want to post them when I want to post them. And Alton's replying to that, but Alton might be out now, but I was telling Tom, I don't have that, for whatever reason, on my analytics and research, there's no data for me to when I should post. It's not. It doesn't show. It's been like that forever.
That's insufficient data or something. You know?
Yeah.
Well, like for me, it has now become Saturdays and Sundays to drop videos. And I didn't plan that. That's how it is now. That's how it works. That's how my schedule is.
Yeah,
that's just like me going live. It only works for me on Saturdays. That's it. It doesn't work any other day. Saturdays is the only time that I can actually host a live. Now on a Friday night, I can host an Instagram live, or, something like that, and I'll eventually be going TikTok live. But I think I have to have 1,000 followers on TikTok for that, if I'm not mistaken. I need to do my research, or if anybody in the chat knows anything about that. But
have any of you guys tried a Newsbreak or what's the other one? Rumble, putting stuff up on there.
I haven't tried Rumble. What's it, Babe and Cop or something like that?
There you are, my friend.
He actually suggested that a couple months ago about Rumble, and I've never looked into it.
I got I put one up the other day. It's okay. It's not doing that great, but they'll pay you. I am on Newsbreak, okay, and I had one video that I put up that I did baby back ribs not too long ago, a week or 2 weeks ago. On YouTube, it got 94 views. Okay. Mm-hmm. On Newsbreak, it's got 21,000. So it's just like, it's across the nation. So I guess they pay you accordingly. So I think last month or so, I think I got a little bit of $4. But
I didn't think Randy had a page.
Randy's saying he has 19,000 on my page. They will show love. What page are you talking about there, my friend?
He must be talking about Rumble.
YouTube or Instagram, TikTok, Rumble.
I didn't think he had a
Dogfather's on Rumble
YouTube page.
And I'm gonna look you up on there also on Rumble.
I looked him up on YouTube. Saw a few videos of his.
He's saying Facebook.
Oh, okay, yeah. Facebook. Yeah, I'm probably still the only guy on the planet without a Facebook. I still do not have a Facebook.
You're not missing anything, brother.
I never had a Facebook. Never had a MySpace. I think the very first, I don't even want to call it social media thing that I signed up on was the YouTube thing. And that was just to share family videos with family. But
wow,
it's different now. And then I ended up getting into Instagram, and most recently, I also got a Twitch, and most recently, TikTok. I got on TikTok Tuesday. I got on TikTok.
I'm with
you. I gotta go.
You gotta go.
I told Mike, I try to split between y'all. Show both y'all love. Don't want to play.
It's all good. When I get off, I'm gonna jump on his as well. Yeah. So tell him I'm on my way.
All right, man.
All right, man. Take care. Appreciate you jumping in, man. And we will call. We'll talk about the patch thing that I have in mind. We'll have a good conversation over the phone on that. Okay.
Yeah, we've got a phone out, and I want to get Alton's phone number. He's said a couple things I wouldn't mind being able to talk to him about, but But anyhow,
all right, man.
We'll see y'all later. Maybe we'll see you over there on Mike's one.
I've had his on. I've been watching him just so he gets his hours in.
Definitely see you tomorrow.
I'm not in there yet, but I'll be there.
Yeah. No, I'm not that rich. I got a one screen thing here.
You got several tabs you can open.
I'm on my phone, so I can't even see comments. So
is that right?
Oh, that's a good thing, John. You don't want to read this next comment.
into Rumble as well. Can't remember the last time I actually logged into Rumble.
Yeah,
right,
I would say you don't have it. Okay.
John,
All right,
take care of yourself, man.
Take care of me. Now, see, now, Alton's saying that he can't. They're showing him not even to bother with posting on the weekend.
Yeah.
That's wild. You know, as big as he is.
Yeah, that just works out for me. Well, I guess I shouldn't even say that works out for me to post content. What works out for me on the weekends is creating content on the weekends. That doesn't necessarily have to mean that I have to post it. You know, I could schedule it for a future, release, and I don't do that. But normally, what I'll do, like yesterday, I did that fish cook, and I scheduled it to release today. Today, I did that chicken cook, and I scheduled it to release tomorrow. You know, that's kind of what I do. It's kind of what I do.
Now, Lewis, how far in advance do you put up videos?
A day or two at the most.
Oh, that's all. See, you know what I'm doing right now?
When I was in the BBQ comp thing, the YouTube thing, it was about a week, maybe a couple of weeks at times. You know, because as soon as I found out when I had to cook, I immediately did it the next day because that's the time that I had to do it, and then I would schedule it to drop, for a week or two until it was due or whatever.
I'm starting to bank them. I'm starting to do one every other day.
Yeah.
Basically, what I film is what we eat that day.
Yeah,
usually.
Same.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but now, like today, I did the one for today. Well, actually, I did film one today that'll go up on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's how I'm trying to get keep up a little bit further with it. Pick and choose what I'm doing, or I'll pick up a couple little things in between. So it seems to work out easier because my editing skills are getting better. But in the beginning,
hey, Keenan.
Yeah.
They were tough. Keenan's got a great channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Keenan, man. Keenan's good people. He's cool.
He was saying he had to get off because he had a phone call with family members.
Yeah, he's got something going on. But yeah, all thing he's saying. Remember, I'm literally starting over since I barely posted for 7 months or so. Yeah, dude, but you're well known. Man, you're $100,000 man. Come on now. $100,000 man. You're talking about 300 and where are you at right now, Tom?
856. 856.
There you go. So you don't even have 1,000, correct?
No. But the killer part is, I was telling John that the killer part is I have 357,000 views. Okay. I have like 2,600 watch hours. Okay.
Wait,
Tom? What's that?
How many views do you have?
357,000.
I've got 174,000. I think, Lewis, you've got 147,000. I looked at your analytics today.
I don't even know how to do that. You got to show me how.
So I'm struggling to get to 1,000. I mean, it's
because
ridiculous.
Lewis, here's the thing. I see a lot of parallels in your channel and mine, brother, and numbers are really close, and
we're pretty close to each other as far as numbers go. Yeah.
And last night in Mike's live, I was looking at you going, that's one cool motherfucker right there.
Oh yeah, Mike Brown. Yeah, Mike Brown's cool, man.
No, I was talking about
cool.
Because I love your presentations. Mike's cool, laid back. I'm cool, I'm good. But like you, I was telling Tom this earlier. Tom and I were having a private conversation. I said, man,
154,000. You mean, dog father?
Yeah, that's what he means.
I said, Lewis puts a pretty bow around it. He makes it look really, really good, and I don't think I do a good enough job with that on my food. I put in the sweat equity, but I don't put a pretty bow on it. I don't do enough B-roll shots at the end, I think.
Oh, you're talking about like the presentation, like
yeah.
I used to not even plate it, man. I used to just film like the chicken or like the fish. That scene where it's like you see me just panning over the fish and it's on that wire rack. That would have been the end of the video, like in the past,
Yeah.
Now I at least put it on a plate, just to kind of show. But
I couldn't for the life of me understand why at the time when I first met Lewis, why he only had like 190 some subscribers at the time. I could not believe it. I said, something's wrong with that.
And that's a good question. I mean, come on, man.
Dude, I'll burn with somebody out there.
No, stop and
Why
think
don't
about
I have more?
it. I watched the guy open up a pack of hot dogs, okay? Just put them on a stick and put them in a microwave, okay? And he's got 54,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think all in due time. I think TikTok's gonna help me get there. I think, because I'm putting it out there. I've got a few little ideas up my sleeves that I'm gonna be running off of TikTok. And followers on TikTok is just blowing up, man. And again, I just started on Tuesday. I have a lot of followers on Instagram too. It's just this YouTube thing. It's like the big void or something. I don't know. Maybe it's not supposed to happen yet. And it will eventually, because it's got to. I mean, if you continue to just constantly put, content out there, you're bound to gain traction one day.
I had one guy tell me he's been on it for years and got off it and started up another one. It does very well. Had nothing to do with cooking or anything else like that. But he said, Tom, stop and think about it. It's a multi-billion-dollar company that does advertising.
Yeah.
They string people along. Okay. I have 2 videos that are on have ads on them. Okay. One's doing good. One's starting to take off. But I'm doing this a year. I'm over a year on here like this, and I'm like Lance said before, it's a full-time job, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm retired. I'm an old guy.
Yeah,
and it's turned into a job. Yeah.
I like what you do. I like what you do, Tom, on your videos. I mean, you do what you do. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the stuff that I see you do is like straight original coming from you. Now, maybe you've seen it from somebody else and you've done it your own way or whatnot, but I haven't seen it that way. So for me to view your videos when you drop them, it's 100% original from what I see, and that's why I enjoy watching what you do. And then you and Mike do those lives and stuff, and it's really cool. Jump in there and say, "Hey, what's going on, guys?" I like your product, man. I like your content, dude. Again, you reminded me how much I like broccoli. I need to start buying that stuff. I forgot all about broccoli, man, and I love eating my vegetables.
I'm an old retired old school chef. We had restaurants. I worked in restaurants. My last job I worked at. I was a sous chef at a high end down in New Jersey on the Jersey Shore. Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean I'm going back in time because I was taught all the time that protein, vegetable, starch, bread, and that's what it was. So me doing keto, that I lost the weight and changed. I got off all my meds and stuff like that. But now I don't preach that. I'm showing you what I cook and what I eat to stay low carb and stuff like that. And that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not eating out of a box. Everything I eat is right there.
Yeah, and it kind of, I think my body is like saying, "Hey, check out these cooks that Tom's putting out," because I'm going to cut about 15, 20 pounds. But I'm going to wait because the holidays are right around the corner, and I'm going to do what I love to do best, which is eat.
You want to lose weight,
which is consume.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Louis, I first time in my life.
I love eating food, man. I don't know about you, but I love food.
Yeah,
that's why we're all here, because we love food.
The first time in my life, in my adult life, okay, my blood numbers, that means my cholesterol, HDL, LDL, my triglycerides, everything is normal.
Nice.
First
and that's from the keto. That's from the keto.
Yeah.
Now, my beer battered fish that I did yesterday with the Brussels sprouts, that's almost keto if it wasn't for the beer batter.
And what kind was that? Was that
the previous fish video that I did, it didn't have any of the breading. That was complete keto, wasn't it? With the fish, with the grilled tilapia and the. I think I also did Brussels sprouts with that one. I think.
Yeah, you did. But you know what? The difference is okay. There's no such food as keto food. All it is low carb. So if you
right, no carb.
Yeah. So if you cut back say if you're making the batter or whatever, and that's what you're going to have. That's going to be your carbs for the day. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever else you eat, some vegetables and stuff. So there's no set diet. What I liked was when I seen the doctor, and the doctor looked at my paperwork, and he looked at that and looked back at me, back at the paperwork again. I see, yeah, that's right, keto, jerky. Better than your stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking, man? I'm thinking, you know how everybody likes to do these collaborations, these collabs. Hey, we're both going to be cooking a meat hammer. We're both going to be cooking a brisket. It's a hashtag burger collab. You know what needs to happen after the holidays this year? I think we all need to just straight up make a video of us weighing ourselves, straight up put it out there. And let's, it's kind of a collab / comp on who can lose the most weight by spring break, starting January 1. Is that something that anybody would want to?
Hell yeah.
Try and do?
Hell yeah. Here's the thing. Okay. It's not only about what I'd like to see happen is everybody says to me, well, you're that keto guy, and what are you doing with the barbecue people? So I'm barbecuing. Oh yeah, but you don't use the same stuff. Yeah, I do. I just don't have sugar, and I just don't put a lot of carbohydrates in it. But yeah, I use GU's barbecue sauce now. And in the beginning, I didn't care for it, but it's sugar free, so I use a little bit of that.
If I cook you my dry ribs and brisket, as long as I'm not sugar or sauce, dude, that is keto, straight up.
Bingo. That's what I've been trying to tell everybody from.
Yeah. I think that chicken I did today was straight up keto until I glazed it with that candy jalapeno sauce.
Dude, that's good,
that candy jalapeno sauce is crack.
But if you only have just a little bit of it, I mean, you have, how much you're going to eat? 3 slabs of it? No, you're going to have a couple ribs. You're fine.
Hey, Lewis, wait till you see my barbecue sauce I'm making for tomorrow's ribs, dude.
Yeah.
It'll make you smack your mama plumb in the mouth.
Yeah.
I do often. I definitely do. I use it. In fact, I just started using it because I was making my own barbecue sauce with no sugars and stuff like that. But the family didn't like it because I like hot stuff. So not that I would get into a hot pepper challenge or anything like that.
Well, you're gonna like my barbecue sauce then, but it's gonna have some brown sugar in it too. So that's the only thing. But I'm not trying to deal with it. Homemade barbecue sauce that's better than anything I've ever had out of a jar or a bottle.
Thank you. That's a touchdown right there because that's my point. I'd rather see more people cooking, okay, making their own stuff. Today I made a red wine reduction, and I made pork cutlets almost look like veal cutlets. Okay,
schnitzel.
Yeah, there you go.
It is.
If you can see that chicken.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's spatchcock.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he tore that up.
That's the video that's dropping tomorrow. I think I scheduled it for like 10 a.m. I think.
George just
what I did today.
805 did one not too long ago either.
Yeah. He got one and cut it all up.
Yeah.
I like
just up to you. There you go, Troy. You just gained another sub right there, bud. Mr. Troy, just hook you up.
Oh, hey, thank you, Troy. Thank you, my brother. I'll hit you up too, bro.
See, this is what I like about this whole thing here. I mean, everybody, the dog father, and he's got a ton of view, subscribers and stuff like that. He's right in the middle of the chat here. So, I mean, it's great stuff. I like watching his stuff. You know what I mean?
There they are right there. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Dog father called you out. Booyah. You hit him up right ahead. Oh, look out now.
Hey, but, in this whole game, you gotta give respect where it's due. Dogfather's been in the game, and he's 150 subscriber man. So it's all good. And right here he's saying, "Man, we need to hook up soon." And Keenan, where is Keenan?
Keenan had a phone call. California.
Oh yeah, he's in the West Coast. I thought.
He's
that's
San Diego, I believe.
Dogfather, now we probably live about 30 minutes away from each other. We still have not hooked up. The timing just hasn't been right. He's in Pflugerville. I'm in Leander.
Yep.
That's not far at all, man. That's like 2 cold beers away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a couple cold beers right there.
That's all it is. Couple Cobra.
On the passenger side or back seat, not the driver's seat.
That's right.
Yeah, clarify that.
I call Goober. Goober comes and picks me up.
Goober.
Goober.
Did you guys watch that movie with Batista and that one funny dude, Stuber, I think it was called? That was a good movie. That was funny. That had me laughing. G Hughes. Do you guys use G Hughes? What's G Hughes?
Hughes is barbecue sauce.
I was gonna say, is that a BBQ sauce?
Yeah, it's sugar free.
Yeah, I don't use that one. I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's like I said, I was making my own, and I said, you know what? Let me try a little something different. I'm getting lazy in my old age.
Hey, Doug,
now you're saying add some habanero powder to it, and it's money. Mm-hmm. That sounds good. I mean, I love me that little spice that you get, you know?
You guys, I got to tell you, man, not to give away the baby in the bathwater, but y'all got to check out my shit tomorrow, man. Actually,
I'm going to check it out. Man.
What time you putting it up, John?
Hold on a second. Hold on. I may not put it up because you guys are giving me food for thought. You're saying if analytics are saying that you're competing against NFL football, the viewership will be down. Why not put it out on Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday would be better.
That's kind of what I was thinking. We were talking about that earlier, and I was saying, you know, the weekends is the only time I really have to make content, and that doesn't necessarily mean that I have to release it on the weekend. You know, I need to just start scheduling out during the week.
Yep, that's
what I mean.
I'll do the cook. I mean, I'm doing a video right now for this pot roast in there. Yeah. I'll drop it like Thursday or something next week, but and I'll do the rib video that I'm shooting tomorrow, and I'll put that out on Tuesday. So I'll have one Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. The guitar video I'll start on Friday. No. And I'm gonna do the red guitar for you, Lewis.
Nice. Yeah, can't wait to see that. Yeah,
we got
But Sunday, Tom, may not be a good day to drop that because you're up against NFL football and viewership down. And
I do mine early in the morning, 9 o'clock. I do it. So even on the East Coast, it's on before games start.
Yeah. So I like yours, man. I really like your content, man. I think what you're doing is perfect, Tom, because it's like you're releasing your content and you do that. You're talking about it the entire time, and you know you've got that accent on it, man. So it just makes me just want to continue. It makes me want to just hear more of it, you know. And before you know it, the video's over. I'm like, oh, that was good, man. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's really cool.
I got to make a little confession. I got the talk over from you.
The talk over from me?
Yeah, because you had your music and this and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't talk on the video whatsoever. You're playing your music and with your hands and you're typing up and stuff. And I said, you know what? For me to try to edit.
Voiceover.
Yeah, for me to try to
voiceover.
Edit me talking about something as I'm doing it, I'll just blank it and I'll do the voiceover like you would do with the music.
Yeah.
That's it. Made a lot of sense.
Tom, I noticed you were doing that when you were exaggerating your hand movements in that last video. I knew you were doing the voiceover thing. Yeah.
I mean,
because I could tell like some of his clips, he's actually talking on them while he's like doing his thing, but you're not listening to what he's actually saying during that filming. He's got the voiceover going on.
Yeah.
Like you'll see him doing this, but then he's talking, you know, on the voiceover about it, you know, which is kind of good. And that's one thing. Like that's a big reason why I got this thing right here. It looks just like the one you have right there, Tom.
Yeah.
This mic, but to start doing these voiceovers. But you know, I haven't done anything with it. I mean, I've tried with it, I've played with it, and so let me ask you this, Tom. When you do your voiceover, so you put your video together and then you play it, and then the entire time you record and you speak throughout the entire time, the whole time, or do you pause it? I mean,
I got to pause it, and I do each segment.
I got you. Yeah.
Because those I learned the hard way because I did that one in slow motion, and then I talked.
Yeah.
Sped it up. It was a nightmare.
And I've done that. I've done that on accident before. I've recorded like in slow motion on my. I do everything off my phone, and I was just like, "Oh crap!" You know, that's slow motion. I had to go back and get more video.
Yeah. I mean, it's a learning curve for me. I don't know everything, for crying out loud. But the same
BKC, Alton, BKC is the one from Round Rock. He actually had his 5th live last night. Actually, I was on there. Well, I wasn't on his chat, but I wasn't on his panel, but I was in his chat. I like that dude, man. BKC Cooks, he's really cool. He's really cool people. He's the guy that's in Round Rock. Or is it Pflugerville? It's one of the two. Oh, I think you guys are neighbors.
When I get done, with this tonight here, I'm going to.
Hi, Marie.
I'm going to wet the bed, Marie. Come on, enough with the water. How about some scotch?
There you go.
I'm gonna start looking for different music. I'm sick of. I use YouTube music. I can't stand it no more. I hate it.
Yeah, I mean I use a bunch of just old jazz, man. That's what I use. I've got I met with my nephew today. We're gonna put stuff together. So there's gonna be some original music on some future videos. That's kind of the thing that I've been working on, kind of in the back. I probably shouldn't have said anything about that just yet, but yeah, there's some changes coming soon to future videos, and I think I'm really gonna start doing this whole voiceover thing. Like now that I'm gonna practice with it on some of my old stuff that I have, in my desktop, and we'll see what happens.
It's so much easier. It's so much easier to edit.
Yeah, it is very easy. It's no different than like what I do. I put together the video and put down a track and type in a few labels, in certain sections, like, hey, this is what I'm doing here. And the whole idea behind that, guys, is if somebody's watching the video and they want to try it themselves, they can straight up do it, based on everything that I'm showing and everything that I'm typing.
I watched it live not too long ago. In fact, the dog father was on. Alton was on with it, and he was saying about you got to really, really go over when you either you're doing a voiceover and with the music, okay, whether the music's too loud or not. And I had a problem with that. I mean, a lot of videos I did because I was talking as I was cooking and trying to edit it, and then put the music on and had no clue how to lower it, make it loud or whatever. So now what I'm doing is I'm going a little bit with the voiceover, no music, and then when I'm not talking, put the music on that way. So, and the only reason why I do that is because if you have some glitches here and there, the music takes that away. I like to leave me banging a spoon or the noise of the kitchen. I like to keep that in there because that to me, from when I used to watch the Food Network and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's all the kitchen noises that make it interesting. It's just really cool. But
like Al says it makes it more music more interesting. I think so. I mean,
yeah, for sure. The music makes it more interesting, and that's the whole idea. Like, I used to follow this channel, and I still do. Amazon Kitchen. This guy, you never see his face. He didn't even have music in his videos. He's just cooking some delicious food, like out in nature, in the wilderness somewhere. And he just uses rocks for a pan or something.
Yeah, I watched him. Yeah.
Dude, I can't get enough of watching his stuff, man.
Yeah.
He is putting out just amazing product.
He got the knife and he's cutting stuff up.
Just out in the open. He's got that crazy knife that's like shaped like this kind of.
Looks like a rocker type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun, man. Oh my goodness, brother Siren, what's up, my friend, man? Happy Saturday night, my friend. Cheers to you, my friend.
I enjoy watching people cook, and I don't care what they're cooking. They be cooking crickets, okay?
Yeah.
I just like to watch. I like to watch everybody else's technique because come on. Even if some people open up a can of corn and put it in the pan, okay, that's their style. That's what they're doing. I enjoy watching it. I like doing it.
No, that's cool. And we all like food, and we're all here and living because we eat food, because we couldn't live without it.
Yeah.
And my whole idea behind my videos is hey, do it like me because this is the only way. No, hell no, that's not me. It's hey, this is how I do it. It's okay for you to try it this way. You might like it. You might learn something from it. And I might learn something from what you guys are doing. You know what I mean? It's not one of those, no, this is the only way you can do brisket. It doesn't work any other way. And you got to do it in this cooker and you got to do it this way. Nothing like that. I'm just showing you what works for me.
Right.
And what we like. And hey, you know, if you guys want to try it, go for it.
John's one video that he has, okay, he's on with his smoker. To me, it looked like a 3-story condo inside that smoker, okay? But have him take you on that tour of how this thing operates and how the size of it. That was very interesting to me. I mean, there again, like you said, damn, video's over with already. Okay, you know how he does it, and each shows you the weight of each thing and goes through the whole 9 yards. That to me is interesting, very interesting.
Yeah, but nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Yeah, I don't. There again, I mean, I pour my heart and soul into some stuff, and you know, if I got now, I'm starting to get more views. But back in the day, it was like, this is not worth it. I mean, I got 20 views, and half of them was my family.
You know, I see so much content on YouTube. Quite honestly, there's nothing.
That's cool, Troy.
Yeah, thank you, Troy. I got your message, Troy. There's just nothing to it. You know, I'm going to taste this Dorito and tell you if I like it. Where's the talent in that? Where's the experience in that? Where's the story? Where's the communion? Where's the brotherly? Where's the brotherhood in that? You know, it's like
I think that a lot of it comes with age and just life experience in a whole. I think a lot of this, like you're talking about, you know, Gen Z, I think is what they call it.
I have no idea. They change it every week. I don't know.
The Gen Z, you know, the pussies.
Yeah. All right. Got that right.
They want to know what it's like to eat a spicy Dorito. You know, they want to know what it's like to eat a spicy Dorito dipped in some habanero sauce. You know, with those guys. But you know, like us, you know, we're just like more of, hey, where's the backstory to it? What's the story behind this? You know, we want the depth. They just want the cover, right? We want to flip through the pages. They want to look at the cover.
Yeah, Lewis, it's like what you said. You know, we're all here because we eat food to live. Well, for me, food and music go hand in hand, and that's why I decided to put both on my page, was because you know, music brings people together.
For sure.
You get 10,000 people in a crowd, in an audience, listening to one band play. There is no gender difference. There is no race difference. There is no age difference. You're all one. When you've got, let's just use barbecue because that's what I do. If you've got 15 people in a room eating barbecue, you're not going to hear anyone go, dude, this is the best barbecue I've ever had. What you're going to hear is a bunch of grunting and groaning and That's all you're going to. So what I'm saying is, what I like about the food community is the community aspect of it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
It's
that when you eat a Dorito and you tell them if it's any good. And these people get 500 and some odd thousand. You know,
yeah, they do. I mean, it's just they're all from the same gen. I mean, they all follow that kind of shit. That's what interests them. That's how short attention spans have become, you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, oh, Dorito, oh, wow, it was good. Next, you know, there's nothing else. There's like, nobody's gonna watch a video trimming a brisket, seasoning it, rubbing it down, and putting it in the smoker. People like us will, but dude, the younger generations. That's why like TikTok is so popular. You get to put a 15, 30, or a 60-second video up, you know, and most of the ones that I see are 15 seconds. And you know what? If there was an option for 10, I guarantee you that there would be a lot more 10-second videos than 15-second videos. Like, that's how the attention span is these days. It's right. Like, and even then, it's like the 15 seconds is not watched all the way through 100% of the time. No, maybe 5 to 8 seconds, and then they're flipping It's swiping up to the next one, swiping up to the next. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
just insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
You know, it cracks me up, and I mean, it don't make a hell of beans to me one way or the other. But I do a couple shorts, okay, and I backed off them a little bit, but I was doing some shorts for quite a bit. The guy who hits you with the thumbs down, I don't understand that.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't even pay attention to any of that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
really
just saying,
don't.
it makes me laugh because I'm saying, what the hell would somebody want to do that for? You know, I mean, just
Yeah.
On
They
one of-
just,
On one of
they
my
just,
very videos, Lewis, somebody told me I was clueless, but thank you for your service to your country. Clueless. Clueless. I can recite to you the National Meat Buyer's Guide, but I'm clueless.
yeah. I mean, you got pretty in depth with the meat game last night. Like, I learned some stuff off of you last night about the other grade that's not even graded, and I can't even remember it because I didn't take any notes.
It was Hereford.
Because I had this special notebook that I found.
Yes, the blue book. That'll be referred to henceforth.
And that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling John when we talked privately. Okay, I was telling John some of the content that we put up, people don't want to hear. Simple fact is that we have experience doing what we're doing. Okay, we're young yet as far as subscribers and stuff, but our experiences, okay, those just with what you put up with your phone and how it's presented to me. I don't know why you're at where you're at. That's my point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been cooking my whole life,
yeah.
but I got on YouTube a year ago. So people that might have 300,000 subs, you know, I had a guy that I'm not going to mention his channel because it's a mega huge channel. I basically called him a liar on his channel on the comments. He has never, I've been watching him for 2 years. He's never commented. I leave a comment in the comment section every time. Hey man, great video. Big fan. Love your stuff. Never said boo. He'd give me a heart, but he never commented. Well, Lewis just left. I was talking to Lewis. Yeah. Anyway.
See what I mean?
I get no respect, you know? Rodney
Hey, Slappy.
over here.
Hey, put Mike Ware on the phone.
So, Brett Weir.
Yeah, Brett Ware.
So anyway, you know, he was saying you're supposed to do it this way in Texas. And I said, no, sir, that's not true. That's not an accurate statement. You don't want to mislead these young kids who might think that what you're saying is the gospel. That's not true. You know, I'm trying to give, and the guy got back to me immediately. He goes, oh yeah, I agree. I didn't mean it to come out that way, you know, and this guy's a mega channel, you know, so just because I only have 300 subs, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, I've been doing this longer than most people have been alive. I mean, shit, come on, man.
Yep.
I look young, but I'm 53 years old. I've been doing this a while, you know. I just haven't been on YouTube for very long, you know.
No, I heard the entire thing, but I feel you. Same boat. I've got 300 subscribers.
Yeah,
but I've done this shit a hell of a lot more. And I guarantee you, some of the people that are out there that have like 4 times more than what we have, they can't do it better than we can. I'm not saying that I'm better, but I'm just saying, hey, you just have that count on me. Just have that count on me, you know.
The heart and soul of it is the the key. You can tell when somebody's putting their all into it. You know what I mean?
I did, Al. I had to do it, man. I'm like, oh my god!
It went right here in my chair. I mean, it's leather; it'll clean off.
Yeah. Hey, Marie didn't bring me in a drink. She brought me in. It depends.
I think, yeah. I was gonna say next live I do next weekend. I'm gonna be wearing it depends. I won't give you any empty spots.
I'm just using Lewis.
I said to Marie, I said, you know what? We've been together so long. If I get something happens to me, I get feeble, and I said, now you're going to take care of my my needs that I need for a depends and stuff like that. She said, no, pal, you're on your own. There goes the stories. Too much. Judge Webb.
That's awesome.
No, you're on your own.
Yeah. Hey, there you are, my friend, Mr. Judge Webb. Well, guys, we're coming up to 8 o'clock. I'm thinking, let's go ahead and wrap this one up.
All right, cool.
let's go ahead and wrap this one up. And if anybody still wants to do this live game, we can possibly all flood into Mr. Triple B's channel. I'm seeing him right now. It's him, Smoky Ribs, Sleeper, Lance, and Niners BBQ is in there. Niners BBQ is in there doing what he does.
I'm gonna go search for music.
All right, well let's go see Triple B.
Yeah, I think we can do that. What do you guys all say?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
We'll go ahead and call this with a wrap. It's just about 8:00, and we'll go flood Triple B's channel.
All right, man.
All right, I appreciate everybody jumping in. BBQ Rockstar, I'm ready to see that video. Are you gonna release it next week or tomorrow?
Which one?
Your truck roast.
I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? I mean, it'll be ready tonight, but I don't want to really compete with NFL football necessarily.
Do it before noon.
Well, I can do it early tomorrow.
I've got mine set up for like 10 a.m.
Okay.
9 or 10. It's like 9 or 10 a.m. something like
Okay.
See, here's my thinking. Okay, Sunday. Okay, years ago, people used to read the newspaper Sunday morning. All right. Now they watch YouTube videos in the morning before the football games come on.
Okay.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the thought that I had whenever I was like, oh, what time should I release it? You know, should I do 8 in the morning? Now that might be too early because people want to sleep in on a Sunday. You know,
The West
let's
Coast
do 9.
West Coast people ain't going to be hip to that. It'll be 6 o'clock on the West Coast.
Yeah, true.
That's why I do mine at 9 o'clock. East Coast time is 12 o'clock. So before the game kickoff is at 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
Okay,
that might be something to think about there.
I never thought about launch times before, but you guys tonight, so I learned something. You guys gave me something to think about. So thank you very much for the knowledge. I appreciate that.
No, it was a lot of fun, and like always, you know, we're here to talk about anything BBQ, or it doesn't even have to be BBQ. We can just talk about silliness, you know.
Yeah. Talk about bald, bow-legged, bony-legged women.
Exactly. Man,
It's
you got to tell me about that story. You got to hit me up on my IG and let me know.
Hey, moonshine. We're gonna start talking like that now, Junior.
Right.
All right, guys, I'm going to jump. Take care. Lewis, thank you very much for having me up. John, I'll talk to you later.
For sure. You guys take care.
Adios.
All right, bye.
Take care, man.
Thanks, Lewis.
Yeah, man. See you next time. All right, guys. Well, you know, as I always say, we had a good time tonight. Chatted it up. And we'll catch you on the next one.